So, first of all, a very warm welcome to you all. 2018. Yes, we got to live another complete orbit round the sun, and here we are. Well, as I expected, the Bitcoin chart, which you can see in front of you, did absolutely not very much over the holiday period. Just as I pointed out in the last video, I wasn't expecting Bitcoin to actually do anything. But what have we got? Well, we've got the 200 period moving average. I'm keeping this chart really simple today just to show you how easy trading can actually be. I've just put the 200 period moving average on it, and I did say in the last video, I said this level of support, which was this one here, the 200 period moving average is likely to catch up with price, and indeed that's what it's doing. And I said sometime around here, when these two little monkeys cross over each other, you're likely to see Bitcoin take a bit of a jump, and I'm thinking it's to the upside. So because we had the holiday, because we had the weekend, because we had the extra days in the chart, what happened is the data, let's put this in here. Imagine you've got a, let me try that one again. Imagine you've got a chart and you've got weekend data in it, but suddenly the broker moves the chart, compresses the data up, so the time is compressed like that. That means that instead of striking on the second, which was the point that this originally hit, it actually now is pushed further on into the week, onto the 4th of the 1st. Now I'm going to look at another form of analysis on this, because there's many ways you can skin a cat, and there's many ways you can analyze a chart. So let me put on the old trusty trend line. And what I said was that you could trade two ways. You could wait for a break of this trend line, wait for it to come back and retest it, or you could be a little bit of a risk taker and you could look to trade when the 200 period moving average catches up to price, which is round about this area. Now, you can actually see that this little low here, which I'm going to mark with a nice yellow rectangle. Yellow seems to be the color of my choice today. I think it's to do with the fact that the sun is going to return and we can look forward to another sparkling summer. But what I think is we've taken out that low. So there would have been a lot of stops at this point here, because a lot of traders are thinking to themselves, oh, this looked like it went up, so maybe they bought somewhere here, or some silly traders will have bought up here, hoping that they were going to get a breakout, and then they were stopped out. And that's typical market behavior. Nothing unexpected there. But I'm just going to measure this retracement swing and put this on. Now, I don't believe in Fibonacci. It's sometimes works and it sometimes doesn't work. But there are two levels, just two, that I tend to pay attention to. And these are the 61.8 and the 78.6. So what I'm going to do here is make it really easy. You can see that we've already touched the 61.8 level, which was just here. And we haven't got really too much of a bounce off it. And the other level is the 78.6, which is this one here. So those are the two levels on a Fibonacci analysis basis that you'd be looking at. But you can see the 200 period moving averages coming right between them here, and it doesn't always stop on a exact point. So you've got to be, wait for the bounce to happen is what I say. Get in once everyone is on board, and you will never be the first one to take the risk. You'll always be the second. You can see that as this candle came here and it struck the 200 period moving average at that point, you didn't have to buy there. You could have waited simply for this candle to form. It formed an up candle, and then you could have placed your order to buy on the top there, and it never would have come back to grab any stop. But if you'd bought there and you'd put a stop somewhere there, you would have got stopped out. Even if you put your stop there or there, you would have been stopped out. So sometimes it's better to wait for the market to actually start moving in your direction before you place a trade. So what we've got at the moment is we've still got this little sideways choppy period, which is really hard for traders. So sit on your hands, do nothing, wait for the 200 period moving average to catch up with price, and then once we've got a touch of the 200, look for the first bar that touches it, put your order above it, and if you had done that trade and you hadn't been very greedy, you would have made 3,600 and something points. Very, very good trade, and it didn't go against you one single penny. So, strategy. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Well, what we are going to do is we're going to simply wait. Hopefully it comes down here, hits the yellow 200 period moving average, and this is a 4-hour chart, very good for trading, 4-hour candles. And once we've got the touch, we can then wait for that next candle to form, and then we simply place a buy order on the top of the candle with probably a stop about 50% of that candle width, something like that. Well, that's the analysis for today. I wish you all a wonderful 2018, and don't forget, I'm going to be updating these videos at least every 1 or 2 days, so you can see how this Bitcoin analysis is actually going to be playing out in real time.